From California, it's the Grievance-It Podcast with the Grievance Guys.
Everyone, welcome back to the Grievance-It Podcast. I'm your host, Eric Kamara, along with my best friend, Wendell Peters, former attorney and entrepreneur. How you been, man?
Doing great, man.
Your haircut looks
You
good.
like that? You like that?
Yeah, it looks
Yeah,
very
you're
nice.
You're looking mighty fly.
We're looking very professional now.
Yeah.
Well, it goes with the new studio
Yep.
setup, the new sound setup, the new video setup, and the new editing setup. So we're rocking now.
New editing.
Yeah, new editing
Ooh,
setup.
toys.
We got new tools, and we're going to be like the big boys now.
Hey, there you go. There you go.
We've become adults. And we're back after a long period,
Yeah.
but we're back at a perfect time when I guess the economy's going to go bust soon. That's what all the signs are pointing to.
Yeah.
So what better time to have Grievance-It than to have it now?
It's
right?
really amazing because it is a significant. It's like a very. It's a very emotional lull. I mean,
Yes.
we were over here. As crazy as it was, that was Disneyland.
Yeah.
Compared to where we are now.
I started this at a moment when we weren't.
Oh yeah, my favorite guy. Yeah. Okay.
We started this before this all happened.
Yeah,
I mean, I wouldn't have expected this was going to happen like this fast. But actually, I did before the election. But
Right.
what are you going to do?
What are you gonna do?
Before last year. So, right away we'll get right to the numbers. Right.
Okay.
I'll put the numbers out and then we'll discuss.
Let's
that.
find those numbers.
Okay. Here's the numbers. Now, January cuts are up 205 job cuts, up 205% from December. That's a lot. Layoffs surged to 108,435, right? That's the highest number since 2009, which was the Great Recession.
Yeah.
Depression, but we'll give them that. We'll
Right.
say recession,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, we don't want to do depression.
Yeah. Consumer sentiment is down. It's at this lowest point from last year. It's down by 11.4%. That's a lot for consumer confidence. Total household debt 18.59 trillion. Total household debt for the whole country. Credit card debt, because as you said before, they're living off credit cards. We're buying all our essentials now on credit card. People are actually financing their food from Zeppo. I guess it's not Zeppo. Afterpay and all those kind of places. So now we're at where else we at? Credit card debt 1.23 trillion, right?
Right.
With most of those 40% going into the 90-day past due.
Yeah.
40% of all jobs on LinkedIn. So this is what we were discussing too, is the ghost hiring, where they put out all these jobs, right? And they're not jobs that you get.
Right.
They're just making the job market look better, right?
They're the jobs that were liquidated and then reposted. But it's like, hey, nice resume.
Yeah. When you call up, they'll go, "Oh, sorry, that job was already taken." But the post never comes down.
No.
So on LinkedIn, which is where a lot of tech jobs go, corporate job, actually, anything now, I guess. I guess everything's on there. But 40% of all jobs listed on LinkedIn show zero human activity. So in other words, even if someone's asking them, hey, is this job still? They're not even getting a reply anymore.
Yeah.
But the job still stays up though as being available. Nike is cutting 775 jobs. Citigroup is going to cut 20,000 jobs. Pinterest 700 jobs. UPS got rid of 30,000 people. In a 2 layoff boom, Amazon altogether is hovering around 30,000, 28. They just let go of 14,000 last month too. Right. Yeah. Now, these are the tech bros that were given to all the inauguration donations, and they also donated to his great ballroom. Right. Yeah. So I touched on this on a short before. We were talking like, well, why would they sit back and let the economy crash? Right. They need our money to buy from Amazon, buy our Google stuff, pay our phones. Right. Well, the answer is a lot of them now are investing in defense.
Right.
So Grok is slated to go into our defense department. That was Grok, the one that was removing clothes from little kids and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's going to be in our defense department.
Yeah.
What else? Apple's doing something with them. They're all uh, um, climbing on top of the AI bus,
Right.
and they're all looking for reevaluations because the thing is busted. The AI bubble has busted.
Yeah.
We don't feel it as much. We don't have money to feel it, right?
Right.
But these companies are feeling it. Tesla just put all his companies together so that way their SpaceX can support the rest of them
Yeah.
because everything's losing money. But they don't care. You say, wow, man, don't they? Like Amazon is big time in the government now with their cloud storage and all that. That's what the government uses. Selling stuff online is pennies compared to defense contracts.
Right.
Right. So if we think that the consumer relations are bad now, right now we're dealing with delays, bots, and all that. There's going to be a point now where they're not even going to answer the phone. They're not even going to fake it anymore.
Right.
And this is why we need grievance. Grievance also redone. Please go online, GrievanceIt.com. The whole page is redone. We got tariff live feeds. We have notorious list live feeds. You can see the worst of the companies all in real time. So big changes there, as just like with the podcast.
Right. Yeah. And so I think we have to continue to refocus that right now they don't give a shit particularly about, but if we don't do something then we'll swamp. And so again, grievance is one of the existing entities for that purpose. And again, it has features such as the tariff status in the moment, okay,
real time,
and real time. And so these are just tools that are free to you. And so while we bemoan what is going on, we remain firm in the power of grievance and the power of
the consumer voice.
A community voice, which right now is a little fragmented. And so instead of running around like a bunch of ants, this is an opportunity, one voice at a time. And so anyway,
because you go on there, we tag it, we track it, we don't let it get lost in the shuffle. Everybody else can learn from your mistakes or the mistakes done.
Wait till you hear about our Amazon experience.
Oh yeah, our Amazon. Well, yeah, we're going to be on there too. So I mean, when we ordered it, which is one of our delays on getting everything set because we needed the new laptop, and we ordered it. It was a great one for the money. Everything was looking good. We get it. It's the wrong computer. It's totally different, right? And I think they just because it was red like the other one, I think they thought they were going to get over on that.
Yeah.
Luckily, and this is a good hint to everybody, I screenshot the picture when I ordered it
because it was gone.
Yeah, it was gone, right?
We got the last shell.
Oh yeah, the last false ad of it, whatever.
Rodent cage, whatever the hell it was.
And then when it came, it didn't work.
Right.
It would go on. First, it would stay on for 20 minutes and then black out and go off.
This one is a little fresh. So let's just move through it.
Huh?
Yeah, we'll talk about it more later.
Oh yeah. We're gonna do an episode on that anyways. But yeah, it was crap.
And so here's these two guys, and we're just like about ready to eat things.
Yeah.
And getting jerked around. Oh my god. I mean, the very thing that we're talking about. So it's a fresh wound.
Yep.
So. And we had results. That's the thing.
Exactly.
Okay. But it's so once.
But again, like if you're gonna order something online, no matter where it's from, no matter how much you trust them, screenshot every part of the transaction. Everything. Right down to when you check out. Screenshot it. It says paid. Take a picture of it. Because if I didn't have that picture, I wouldn't have been able to prove they gave me a different computer.
I'd say everything in live.
Yeah.
Screenshot it.
Or record it. Or take a picture.
or get a vault with the because.
Yeah, so we'll go deeper into that little transaction.
Yeah.
Today we'll discuss the shit show that's our economy right now.
Yeah.
And don't believe what you're seeing as far as the jobs being available and stuff because they're not. A lot of those, I'll challenge you. Call the ad.
Yeah.
And see if you get the job. They're going to tell you it's already been filled, but yet that ad won't come down.
But listen, I am thrilled to tell you though, there are a lot of jobs down in Southern California. near Bakersfield.
Oh yeah.
Oh my goodness,
Lots of
there's
farmers
you know
going on.
Watsonville. We've got some good strawberries going on. With you get on out there and with don't expect benefits now.
Nope.
Don't get greedy.
And don't expect overtime.
Yeah,
You'll work
yeah,
overtime, but you're not going to get
yeah.
overtime.
And start getting some leave right now. And so there's all kinds of those
pump
wonderful jobs that we're stopping at the border.
You're not going to get health insurance.
Right.
That's,
I mean, it really feels shitty talking about this when I say, making sort of light of this job that human beings, sacrifice everything they got to do this job that we won't do.
We won't do it, and that we proved that by that jobs aren't filled.
Because there's a lot of jobs, just not the ones that are you get a free Tesla and
none of those are those
not available.
No, those are gone.
Yeah, those are if you want to get involved with buying warehouses.
No, if you have a warehouse to sell too.
Oh,
sky's the limit on that.
Yeah. Sell your warehouses.
So it's worth 10. Okay, I will give you 30 million. Oh, okay, no problem.
So anyway, okay.
Jesus.
So,
what they're gonna probably do now too is when they warehouse all those people, they'll probably have a
those
work
people.
Well,
you and me.
Yeah, you and me, right? But I'm saying, when they do it, they'll probably have a work release program, so that you can go to the farms and do the jobs that were taken.
Well, and you'll be out there where all those AI receptacles are.
Yeah.
Water free.
Oh yeah. So Gemini, they just said that their new version is I forget how many times smarter and more intuitive.
Yeah.
And it uses half the water and
good.
Well,
good
Elon. So while we were gone, Elon said that he was going to put 1 million data centers in space around us.
Yeah.
And someone asked him, they said, "Well, if you do that, you're gonna have them all up." Yeah. So you'd have to do 10,000 launches a day, right? Which is
lots.
Yeah, something like that, right? And over. He goes. Yeah. That's feasible. I know it's not. That's plausible.
Yeah.
No, it's not. So and that's the other thing too. Just we got to put the warning out. Just because someone has a lot of money, it doesn't make them a genius.
No.
Okay, and I think that's been shown more.
It's getting shown more and more.
It's going more. I mean, even when they try to do something criminal, it backfires on them, or they do it, but yet it doesn't get hidden. You know what I mean? I've never seen a more of an in-depth group of people be able to take over.
I mean, it's Abbott and Costello. It's the Three Stooges.
Three Stooges,
really.
Yeah.
I mean, and beyond. And what were those cops?
Keystone Cops.
Oh, yeah, Keystone Cops.
That's our DOJ.
Yeah. Except ours are armed, and so
they only have batons, right?
Yeah. So
were they English? Or were they American?
They're American.
They weren't Bobby, but they look like them though.
Yeah. They were.
But so jobs are going. That's not good, and it's not just because of AI. It's because of scaling down. A lot of the companies, well, not a lot, but a few of the companies that laid off people with the plan to replace them with AI have had to scurry and get those people back.
And the one thing that they can lie about, because these numbers again, I'm going, oh, is this fake news?
Yeah.
Do your own research.
You have to.
Okay, don't listen.
And
come on. Don't bite on anybody's line. Just figure it out.
And if you use AI to do it, just know that the response that you're gonna get is what is more prevalent online. So let's say what color is the sky, right? And it goes online and it looks for the most said answer.
Right.
So let's say 3,000 people said it was green, 10,000 people said it was brown, but 20,000 said it was blue.
Right.
That it doesn't mean it's right or wrong.
Right.
It just means that was the consensus at the time.
Yeah.
Right. And that's not a good thing. So and you got to make sure that every time an AI does a response to something, you get those little circles to say where it got the information from. Look on those, because a lot of times you're only going to get it from one side, and you're not going to get the truth.
I mean, and it's like, and of course, you don't have to believe, facts, but I mean, but
don't believe this.
Yeah, don't. But it's you do have to do some of your own homework
You do.
and to stay on top of what's
Don't listen to
transpiring.
talking point. And if you hear something that sounds too good to be true, it probably is.
Yeah,
Go
yeah.
find out for yourself.
Right. And
You know.
so I mean, I never thought I would say this because I was like, this whole, I don't know when this started, that fake news thing.
That was 2016,
Okay.
2012.
Okay. Well, now it is.
Yeah.
Now it is fake news.
It absolutely is.
So you can just dumb down or it doesn't. But listen, one of the things though that's going on, that's the one thing that they can't back to the lying thing,
Yeah.
Or misstating the facts, or I don't know, whatever. It's just painful. But the is agriculture. You can't bullshit your way out of that. Okay, and it's getting slammed. I mean, except for JD Vance, he's purchasing the land as it gets
His
slammed.
company,
While families that have had it for hundreds of years.
Bassett buying up all the land.
I mean, okay, so
well, the people that are with the bad policies that are making this happen are also the people taking advantage of
Right.
it and buying up the land. That's
I mean,
tell
the
people
most incredible thing is the stock.
Yeah.
I mean, it's no longer insider trading or anything. It's outsider. It's right there. It's right, and family members benefit. Of course, you have to have the billions to really make that work.
Oh yeah.
But so it's the same principle here as the agricultural system is going to be, one system, and but it's the one thing that they, farming equipment, you can't flip that around.
No.
And then let's not forget. Remember the good old plan where we pay them not to grow food in a starving world? I've always loved that one.
Well, you go over to soy.
Yeah. And then now
and corn.
we had what was that? Soft diplomacy,
Soft power.
Soft power, right?
Yeah.
Okay, like where we could actually, as we do, influence people's policies and life and everything. But I mean, at least it was soft.
Yeah.
Okay, we didn't just start blowing ships up. So, but the thing is, Africa, let's say, okay, that was this tremendous market, okay, that America had,
right?
And we don't. We don't. China has it now.
Yep.
Thank you very much.
Because people that are in the administration didn't realize that when you're doing charity to another country, that's soft power. Because now they want you to survive because you're helping them, right? And it gives you a say in what the other countries are going to do without having to go in there and demand it. They want to work with you. I mean, there's been 2 countries now in Africa that threw us out. We're not even allowed to go there.
Right.
Which, people will go, oh, well, it doesn't matter to me. Who would want to go? But it does matter, though, because they were buying stuff also.
Plus, think about it. When you start getting tossed out by countries that are ravaged with war and poverty and starvation, and they tell you, the U.S., to get out.
Yep.
Okay. So, I mean, as this, I mean, God bless President Wilson. I mean, we are into isolationist extraordinaire.
Yep.
Okay. We will be alone.
And it's going to hurt the consumer because all the trade deals are going to other countries. Canada and Japan just made a huge deal on the EV cars. They're going to.
Nice cars, by the way.
Nice cars. Better than Tesla, man. Those Chinese, I think it's BVD, right? I think it's called or something like that. But they're going to be selling in Canada. Now, Canadians can go to China without a visa.
Yep.
That's the stuff that we used to be able to do. Not so much China, but you know what I mean.
Right.
But we're pushing them all. And some people go, well, good, we don't need them. We do. We're only the most powerful country in the world because of the other countries.
Yep. So, and when our own Secretary of State, I think it was probably, I don't think there's been anything. I was trying to think back historically, because with my sage wisdom, what statements have been made by politicians that rattled my cage more than this, and not many. When he said, and here I could see him, that little boy, and the way of America, that I remember, Eric, and I'm sorry about the barefoot in the snow story, but the fact remains, it is phenomenally different. And when your Secretary of State says there's a new world order.
By the way, whose parents were immigrants.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's
Seems
okay
to have
for
a
the-
little brown in that
Yeah,
pigment.
just a little
you know,
bit.
You know, and so, and this, there was sadness in his voice. Sadness in his voice. And I mean, it, yeah.
New world order, man.
A new,
And we have to talk about it because it directly affects
we
consumers.
capitulated to
Yep.
it, and here's Europe going, oh, okay, and they're rallying around each other,
Yep.
and developing all these alliances with our
China.
partners.
Yep.
Okay,
But-
our partners are
They're going
I
to
mean,
China.
the Netherlands. For
Yep.
the love of God, what did the Netherlands ever do to us except they died in the Korean
Yeah.
War,
Yep.
etc. And we piss on their leg. So when it comes to economics, just anticipate that jug of milk is going to be more expensive next
Well,
month.
and also because again, the corporations were taking care of about
Right.
10 to 15, maybe 20% of
Yeah.
the tariff.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Now it's all us.
And so let's go back to that. And so you go check facts wherever you want to find them, except probably Fox. I don't know. Does Fox have economic
it's-
type people?
It's funny, yeah, they do, right? And when there's not, because I watch it, as they say, I watch it so you don't have to.
Right.
So I try to compare all the things, and somewhere in the
Oh,
middle
and
is the truth.
let's not be misleading here. The other side of the media thing is it's tiring. Okay, it's the same. It's just talk,
Right.
talk.
So
Okay,
Fox, though, they have whenever there's an administration official on, they don't push back, of course, right? They
Right.
let them say what they want,
Yeah.
right? A couple of times you've seen it, but when they're not on, what's that guy's name? He's been on Fox forever, the old dude. He's always, man, I forget his name now. I can't believe I forget it. But anyways, that's when he talks and says, "Oh yeah, this ain't looking good. Yeah, tariffs are really messing us up."
So before I lose the stream there, the point was this: with this one fact that just defies gravity, that anyone, let's say you're just selling apples, I don't know, whatever that you would place a tariff upon another country, okay, and the numbers are running about 4%, okay, out of this monster tariff, the country that's being punished or whatever it is paying 4%.
Yeah.
And then common sense would say, well, then what's next, Eric? Oh, okay. Would it be the corporation? Yeah, we're going to help you, Eric.
Yeah.
We're going to pick up the tab.
Yeah, no.
Okay, they pick up a pinch.
Yeah.
Okay, and just like they have done to make things look good with all the rollbacks and everything, they've carried a little bit of the ball just because of the politics, bullshit.
Right.
Okay, and then
It's
where does
over.
the rest of it sit? It sits in your box of cereal.
Yeah.
Okay, and if you think that if you can come up with an economic figure that shows otherwise, please send it in. Our government could use it.
Yeah.
And so we're getting slammed. And so on Grievance-It, you will have real time. Obviously, what is that going to do for you? Well, it's going to give you a little heads up to be a little more, into self-preservation when you go shopping, right? Okay, along with what's the other cool
Knowledge
thing?
is power, huh?
What's the other new thing that's on Grievance-It?
I got the live feed. I got the Notorious feed.
Yeah, the Notorious.
And that's tied up to that's connected to the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, and it's part of the FCC.
Yeah, and I want to stop right there. And let's get back to basics, because this stuff, obviously we're a little jacked up. We've been away, and so we've talked about this a lot amongst ourselves. It's snowing outside, we're getting a little buggy, and so but tell me about Grievance-It.
Yeah, well, Grievance-It, consumer protection agent in your pocket. We're going to be having Grievance-It Plus roll out soon. And with that, every time you walk into a store with your location services, you'll get a notification on what the grievances were that were filed against that business, what actions were taken, any kind of consumer products that are in there that maybe, that's it's one of their main problems, maybe something that breaks all the time.
Right.
Not so much a recall, although you'll have recalls also on that. But as far as the business goes, their products, what they sell, any complaints or grievances, that'll be in there. You got all the other tools on there. You got the consumer handbook that you can
Right.
download as a PDF.
Free.
It's free, and you go on there. You can find out what to do when you're getting ready to either ask for a refund, fight for a refund. It'll tell you all the steps you should take, what you should have on hand when you
What
do it.
happens when I send you a grievance?
When you send a grievance, you'll get a notification immediately to your email that the grievance has been accepted or taken, and then the company itself gets a notification immediately in a legal-looking form that a grievance has been filed against them, and it'll give you guys a point to where you guys can get on together and mediate if they are ignoring you.
That's the objective. It really is for people to, including Mr. Greedy, for everyone to work and define the word grievance, just so we spare ourselves some of the,
Well, it's any
I stubbed
problem.
my toe.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Any kind of problem, any kind of bad situation between you and a corporation.
Let's just use Walmart.
Yeah.
What would happen? What would a grievance be at Walmart?
So Walmart is always a lot of it's from Walmart. Online.
Right.
And it's a lot of that's where we get most of them from. Walmart online. People get the wrong product or have a hard time setting up a refund. Those are two of the main things. And so you'd file that, say the problem. You can upload all the files you have, any kind of receipts, pictures with it. It'll go directly to the corporation because we have all their information. We have it for ourselves that we can get them notification no matter what the business is. We can notify them, and they'll see it, and then they'll get the option. So let's say it's something that you've been trying to get a hold of and they ignored you, right? Well, they get that notification and they have a link, and you'll have a link, and you can go on into the resolution room and work between each other. And all of it, after, if you want, will be made public. If they told you to go fuck yourself, it'll say it on there. And then more people get to see that, and they don't have to go through the same trouble you did. They'll have a educated buying experience and say, well, wait a minute, I don't want to buy that. I saw it on grievance. They had a problem with this, and they don't honor it. One of the things that we got were air mattresses. They buy air mattresses from Walmart and off of Amazon. When they buy them, they have a problem because they don't want to take them back. You have to go through the manufacturer, right? Which is bullshit because it's happened.
Because the manufacturer's gone.
Yeah, but on top of that, though, you don't have an open. You don't have the kind of connection with the manufacturer. You don't have the same emails, not numbers and stuff.
Right.
You're dealing directly with if they sell you something, they need to honor it. I don't give a shit where it's from, who made it. If they sell it in their store and I bought it from that store, they're gonna honor that product. Yeah. And this happened to me with the air mattresses. And they, I got the runaround for, well, we don't do that. You have to go to the manufacturer. And I said, no, I bought this from you. I gave you my money, right? I'm not going to try to get a hold of this manufacturer and mail my shit to him, when I can just drop it off where you guys are. Right. And I got my money back. Absolutely.
So I want to take you back even a little further is that the grievance-it model itself was, what is it in particular that's so hard on us as consumers after working two jobs that we just made the kids dinner and we got screwed around by Walmart, and we're going to call that customer service, because we're not going to get a human, right? So, this is where it entered your mind that you were going to flip the bitch on that.
Yeah, and it's also with Grievance Plus, again, right? When Grievance Plus rolls out, not only will you get a posting in public of the grievance, not only will they be notified, and hopefully they can work something out in the resolution room, but we'll go on. We'll do the waiting so you don't have to.
Yeah.
We'll make the calls. We have the same software as them. We can flip the tables on them.
And that's what I'm after. That was the genius of this. Was that they've spent millions and millions to fuck with us. Right.
The psychology to everything, man.
And it works.
Yeah.
It works.
They know. Some companies know that if they let the phone ring 20 times,
that's right,
the person on the other end will automatically hang up and say help. They know that if you put you on hold for a certain amount of time, you'll finally say fuck it. Now you don't have to do that. We'll do that for you. And in the same regards too, we don't have a massive warehouse of people on call, call center. No, we have bots too. So once the complaint comes down and you have Grievance-it Plus and you say, hey, I'm at my wit's end, I was on hold yesterday. Hey, your time is money, just like their time is money, right? But our time don't matter to them, right? So that's why we got to take our time back. So we have the same system. Automated calls will go in, until a person picks up or gets us to the place that we want. Then a person will come in and take over from there. And we're totally allowed as a third party to defend you. It's not a legal thing. We're not your lawyer. We're just a third party, and we can do the same thing.
We can outlast them.
Right.
That's part. And that's what I love about it, was this whole flipping the tables on them, as Eric said, where it's the same. Okay, we'll write it out. We'll write it, and it can be ring that phone 30 times, whatever. They can move us through 15 countries, and we'll still be there.
Still be there. And again, I won't be paying somebody that holds. If it takes them 3 hours on hold, just like they have a bot, they're going to be listening to my bot for 3 hours. And then once we get that actual contact, we go from there. But so we'll be in your corner 100%.
I just wanted to remind everybody.
Yeah, we have to have a community. We have to build something. We're going to lose the the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. We're going to lose that. That's a system that had brought in billions of dollars in compensation to people that otherwise would have been screwed over. Well, we have to pick up from where they're leaving off now, because it ain't going to be there. The only people that can protect us is ourselves. If we get together, you got a problem, we post it, someone else can find that and not go through the same trouble that you did.
We got to revive our principles.
We need our principles back.
We're not, and this is right now, a smaller voice, but it truly, as everyone knows, as everyone has witnessed, when you put a lot of voices in one place, something happens.
Something always changes.
Okay,
and they hate to be public. They hate. They think, oh, what's he gonna do? Well, and then all of a sudden, because if they only did something wrong once, right, they wouldn't care if it was up there. Hey, we made a mistake,
right?
But how bad it is, you don't get one person making that complaint. You get 400 people making that same exact complaint. That puts pressure on them. Then they say, well, obviously it's not a one-off. We're not going to be able to blow this off. We have to take care of this, otherwise it's going to blow up in our faces. Right. And that's the only way we can do it right now. We have to be there, and we have to get together. Grievance it, you go on. It's simple. You search the business, you file the grievance, they're notified, you get the receipts in your email. You can upload all your proof, your evidence of what happened. You can even upload phone recordings. And that's the other thing. If you're not going to use grievance it, whenever you get on the phone with these people, you record it too. Every cell phone has that technology.
We have, it's so amazing what we can do. So it's I just want everyone to focus that we can create this voice,
and we have to now.
And so
we're crashing. The economy's going down. People are losing their jobs. So they count on people being able to lose $20 and not giving a shit about it. They really do. They have this in their guidelines. And they know people will wear themselves out, be on hold, and say, you know what? $20 isn't worth it. Well, now $20 is worth it.
Right.
$20 is going to be a lot of money soon, whether people want to believe it or not. Right? And I don't want to give them $20 for nothing. That's why I built this system.
Got to revive a concept of principles that people cannot injure another without results.
Right.
So but before we run out of time, one of my favorites is agriculture. So I don't want to because it's the and I apologize. I'm just going to say it. I spaced out. Go on. I wanted to there was something I wanted to tidy up with. And maybe we did, but this one thing that really skews the agricultural number is the gifts. The gifts. I think we did talk about it, but the bailouts.
Yeah. Oh no, we didn't talk about this time, but
it's a one-time shot. Yeah. Okay, it looks groovy, and I got sidetracked with don't grow crops.
So, but the idea now is to let them go bankrupt, right? And a lot of them already lost the farms, right? But we're going to throw $12 billion at them.
Yeah.
When they actually would have made, I think it was like $20 billion, right, in total profit. So
they would at least had a thin margin to work with.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And so now what are we going to do? We're going to have to pay them to stay in business now. We already subsidized anyway, which I won't even get into that part.
No, we don't.
But again, we're not going to be political, but we're we're gonna call it out. If it's a policy problem, it has to be told
And
because it's
isn't
affecting the
that's
consumer.
such a dynamic difference in the short window of time since grievance that started,
Yes.
where we were not, there were episodes where there was hardly an utterance of anything that could be skewed as a political.
Yeah.
And now there is no way
Yeah.
that we can,
We can't
get
talk about one
through
without the other.
this but bringing it back, to the strong point, which is the grievance-it platform. I'm not trying to. I don't know where we're at time wise.
No, you do.
The agricultural thing. But we didn't talk about the my favorite, the packaging.
Oh,
What do you call that?
the shrinkflation.
Yeah.
So you were looking up the prices, right?
Well, I was starting.
So, like we said, shrinkflation. You get the can looks shorter, but it looks fatter.
Yeah.
So it's got to be the same. Now everything's being cut out like 0.3 ounces, 3 ounces.
The boxes of cereal are cute now.
Well, here's what's really bad. We already know that the Dollar General, the Dollar Tree boxes are smaller anyways because they're made that way to be cheaper, right?
Right.
Well, when those boxes shrink, those boxes are shrunk now.
Yeah.
You remember that packet you used to get with all the sample boxes in it, right? That's pretty much what you're getting in the big box now is one of those little boxes. You know what I'm talking about, right? You used to be able to make a little cereal bowl out of it.
Yes. And so no, it's the whole. I mean, and of course, I'm going to go to the applesauce.
Right.
Which is this jug. Okay, I love my applesauce. Right, I make my own, by the way. But when in desperate times we've gone and there they are, and it goes through this plastic machine that just punches all kinds of and dents in it, and for one thing, then you got to go in there and scoop the applesauce, But I mean, I'm sure they cut it in half. Just with the decorative,
they have a dent on the bottom going on. They got those 4 dents going on the side.
Mean, stuff where there's concave, for a soda pop, whatever. But I mean,
soon they're just gonna throw a rock in there, and they put the applesauce.
I mean, there's a part of me I admire their great, that they got
capitalism,
things, we can screw them real hard with the applesauce, and because no kids want to eat applesauce. So anyway. But it's just this complete, and then I really think part of the thing is that they're going, hey, you're stupid.
Yeah.
I mean, it's so, your little applesauce jar. Oh.
And me, I see patterns right away. I hone in, and same thing. I was gonna get I forget what soup it was, and I'm looking at it going, man, it looks like they're giving us more now. How could they? And I'm looking at it and I'm realizing that no, it may be bigger this way, but it's a lot shorter this way.
Yeah,
right.
And they pack these during the cupboard now.
That's called shrinkflation. Man.
Yeah, I love it because
they haven't given us fancy
brutal.
Name. It's called con job.
Yeah, because it's always been in the play, but not like
this.
Okay, and what are you gonna do?
Right? Oh, and then they go, hey. You buy 4. We'll charge you for 2, right? But wait a minute, 4 doesn't even equal what 1 was before.
Well, and the other thing is, now they're messing with my mathematical thing because I go, you buy 1, you get 1 free.
Yeah.
Well, so that means I didn't get a free one.
No,
a free one would be free.
Free, yeah.
It would be reduce this one by this and give me this. And so I'm standing there and I'm flipping up the things, okay, well, it was this, a week ago. Now I got to get a loan. And it's like, I mean, the last time I was in the market, I was dazed. I was just kind of standing there, and here we are, here I am complaining, and there's, people starving all over the friggin' places. So, but as far as your dollar or your yen, whatever it is, going to be,
it's going to go less further, and you got to pay attention.
So part of it again brings me back to grievance-it, which is a library of information to, if you want to, because you have a responsibility. You, Eric, have a responsibility in being smart shoppers. I mean, if you get all of this and you have your little pocket buddy, from grievance-it that says, red alert, this store is, sucks. And you go in and buy, well, that's on you.
That's on you.
Okay,
you can make an educated buy now. You don't have no excuses.
We'll still take your grievance, but I mean, it's so anyway.
So yeah, go on there. I don't know if anybody who's got any of my subscribers, all 20 of them. I know you've been missing us. We're back. This here was just a touch base. We'll get more detailed in the next couple of episodes. We'll start getting back into our old swing. But again, things are hard. We're not going to lie to you. Go out there. Be careful. If you have problems, record everything. Take screenshots of anything.
That's a
everything.
big deal.
If you buy something online now, the minute whatever it is you're buying, screenshot it, screenshot the checkout, all of that. Because, like I said, they tried to slide another computer on us that was less than the one we bought.
I thought we were going to get a new car.
Yeah.
but no, that's the one thing I would say, Eric, that screenshot, as much as it annoys me trying to push these buttons, whatever, that's a big deal.
And always record when you're on the phone with them. Just like everybody has a voice recorder. Most times you don't have to tell them, but if you want to be professional, when they say, we're going to record you for quality assurance, you say, well, I am too.
Yeah, and let me tell you, the last time the guy lit up, he flipped the frick out somewhere over there, and I'm not, some other country, and he was like, you can't do that.
Yeah.
Yes, I can.
Yeah,
I can.
I've had him go, oh, what do you mean? I go, what do you mean? What do you mean?
Yeah.
What are you talking about? Well, you said you're recording me. Yeah. Aren't you recording me? Well, yeah.
I'm doing it for training purposes. I want Eric doing it for training purposes. So anyway.
So again, Grievance, it will be there for you. You go online, GRIEVANCE-IT.com. We're going to start doing our shows again where we're going to take live grievances off the website and put them out here. We'll talk about them, discuss them. We'll give them some people some kind of recourse. And we're there to help. We got to build a community. Like I know everybody says that, but in this situation, it's the only way that we're going to have the upper hand because these corporations, they got billions. We know that. They have the psychology down. They know what they're doing, and they're doing it methodically. And we have to too. So always protect yourself.
That's right. There's no little game anymore.
Any last words?
No.
So again, we'll be back. We're going to do more episodes now. We'll be back probably less than a week. Everything's all new. The webpage is all new. Go there, use it. It's free of charge. You can take advantage of the resources.
Do a screenshot.
And we'll see you back here again next time. We're back. We're gonna stay back, and we'll see you next time.
All right.